Opie's Podcast, WATP.
This is interesting. I actually got this note in from my buddy Anthony Cumia. This recent video he just put up, it's called Opie Lost His Virginity to a Manator. Opie joined by Ron the Waiter. Nothing about that is interesting. And yet, this video has 11,368 views.
Oh.
However, this is
Are they all Manitors?
This is from 12 hours ago. 11,000 views with 54 thumbs up and 6 comments. How is that possible? Is he buying views? Is the Opster buying views? It looks like he is. Because this is not possible with the YouTube algorithm or anything else that we're looking at here. I'm concerned about this. Opie's also doing this thing now where he's doing all of his shows in vertical video. He thinks everyone's watching on their phone and they're watching it in vertical video. It's not great. It's not a good presentation. You should probably stop that. Also, fun fact, on your phone, you can turn it sideways.
What?
Yeah. You know, you still watch things in
But then
landscape.
the image will just be even smaller and facing the wrong way.
Well, no, well, yeah, the way he's doing it, correct. It's not smart. All right, so you checked out, he did a video last night.
Yeah. I don't know the exact context. I know he did a long video and then shut it down and then came on again later. And I just caught this second part. It's 45 minutes long. It's every single second of it there's so much to dissect. He was clearly processing something. Also, pay close attention to the voices he uses. He goes through a lot of different ones. Some that feel real, some that feel crazier than before. But he's certainly going through a lot of things. When he tries to just sound mundane and boring, he actually sounds very, very accidentally interesting and dangerous, like this first clip where he just tells you what he did yesterday.
Uh-oh, sun's setting earlier and earlier now. That's not good. But I had a peaceful day here. All by myself, actually. Yesterday, I took the kids fishing with my brother. Was on a boat all afternoon. We had a really, really good time. It was the 21st anniversary of my dad getting crushed in a car accident. He walked himself to an ambulance, and then he kind of passed out, and he never came back. 2 days later, he was gone. And that day will be tomorrow, actually. The fish sucked, Andy, actually. We caught a porgy, and we caught a dogfish, and that was it. But it was still a good time on my...
What a transition that was.
Wow.
That's incredible. Talking about the death of his dad, the anniversary of it. Walk to an ambulance. How do you do that? And then he's like, oh, thanks for asking about my fishing trip. It was all right. I mean, it wasn't great. Okay.
As if the person interrupted that. So what kind of fish did you catch?
Yeah, enough about your dad.
Yeah. Why did he say that? And it was as soon as it starts, I know I'm overanalyzing it, but as soon as he starts, he's like, yep, spent the day by myself today with the family yesterday. All day yesterday. It was nonstop, me being the greatest dad. Took him out on the boat because it's, the anniversary of my father's death, so, we all wanted to be together. It's tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow, right, when I'm alone. Now.
We talk about
with you
this.
all.
We talk about this a lot. And actually, I was on Hughesy's show, and I think Dean asked me this question, where it used to be just observe and report. And so we'd check out Opie's show and we'd talk about it. And now we're getting into did Opie murder his family? Did his family leave him? What's going on with these kids?
Are we controlling Opie?
Well,
we're asking questions.
my response to Dean was, Opie never talked about his family. That was kind of the reason why we never talked about his family. He didn't bring it up. We don't bring it up. He's talking about it a lot lately. And it seems like he's trying to do some type of damage control. I think where Adam's going with this. Seems to be some kind of damage control thing where he's trying to cover up for something.
Well, the things he's involved in never seem to be the things his family's involved in.
Right.
He deals with the air conditioner, but we don't hear their take on it. It's all this solo stuff. But I'm starting to think he's just not being completely honest with us.
Okay. Let's find out what he was up to today.
Yep.
And today was back to school shopping. So my wife grabbed the kids, and they've been gone all day. They're at their final stop right now, so I didn't have to do that, thank God, because I would just get in the way. They enjoy spending all day going to Target and Staples and Starbucks and getting tacos and I'm like, oh man, do I have to do this? And my wife's, no, you don't have to. They'll just be in the way. And I'm like, thank you. That's why you're cool. So they're gone. They should be back soon though. But there you go.
A lot of details in that.
Yep.
All day back to school shopping. A lot of stops on that route. And one thing that I picked up on is how late it is. It's going to get later. And the family never comes home, which I've done a little back to school shopping in my day. Doesn't stretch out to midnight. It's not one of those things where it's like, yeah, the movie went long.
Right.
It's kind of weird.
There's a couple things to unpack there. Also, why is his knowledge of his children like he's just making it up? Like he's never met a kid. You know, they like tacos and Starbucks and Target, you know, their interests. Also, I think language is important. And one of the things that tipped off the cops that Chris Watts had, in fact, annihilated his entire family was that while he was on the news asking for their safe return, he referred to them in the past tense, which is not something you would do if you thought they were still alive. Now, I know I'm nitpicking, but I'd never referred to my family running errands as their final stop like that. They're resting at they're probably at their final stop right now. It just sounded very
interesting.
Like when Aaron talks about, you know, things bouncing off him and it just feels good. Like he doesn't know what he's saying when he says that.
The other thing I just picked up on now listening to this is Opie is this multimillionaire, lives in the Hamptons and the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and his kids go to back to school shopping at Target. I'd be pretty bummed out about that, about those kids.
I was actually taking all this at face value and believing it for the sake of the Opster.
Sure.
All I heard was how much money they're spending.
Oh, you think that's what he's bummed out about?
Yes.
Starbucks? I mean, we can go to Dunkin' Donuts, guys. You don't need tacos? You don't need Starbucks.
This is also the third or fourth story we've heard in the last couple months about things like this happening while he's either asked to stay home, chooses to stay home, or just doesn't go at all. Like, they don't want him there. He doesn't want to be there.
Or he has to stay in the car.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
He's not
and stream
included
with us
in family activities.
They don't want him there.
All right. But wow, it's getting dark quick here. It's actually a lot darker in person. I don't know. The phone is like keeping it pretty lit. It's a lot darker. It's starting to get scary out here. That's when the monsters come out. I think there's a meteor shower tonight.
Opie, can you point to the monster? Oh no. What's going on here? Nighttime is scary. That's when the other side of me comes out. Whoa.
The wine drinking side.
Yeah, the purple mouth monster comes out at nighttime.
Also, we can't resist the weather report with a fucking meteor shower. Not that that's weather.
I know, but he has to tell you that little side piece.
I'm so glad you picked up on that the same way I did, because it's just different when he says it. It's not natural. The segues are too much. He's just like, yeah, the monsters, they come and hunt for me, but how's our sports teams doing this morning? How's the weather doing? It's just like...
He's over 60 years old talking about it's scary and the monsters come out.
Yeah.
Whoa. My brain would never go there.
No.
My brain is just like, hey, look there's fireflies. Yeah. Neat.
His kids are too old for that.
I know. What's going on?
And since Opie doesn't have a show and there's nothing else really happening except what's going on in his head, he's very excited by some of the changes in YouTube's updates, so he decides to take a poll.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to start a poll. It says start a poll. Ask your community, optional. All right, it says start a poll. Okay. Do you like me?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay. I know it's cool that made the chat go. All right, the chat's back. Yay, me. All right, cool. All right. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Master Squirrels. Okay, so we got a poll going right now. The poll is, do you like me? And you can either answer yes or no. And
All right, this is something that I've learned in my life. Never ask a question you don't want the answer to. Is that herpes? You don't want to know. We're going through with this either way, right? So why even ask? Do you like me? That's the worst possible poll he could put up. Even Chad Zubak's clowned this guy for that poll.
I don't want to go school shopping. There are monsters after me. Let's take a poll. Do you like what is going on?
What is going on with this man's psyche?
He's not. It started as pretending to be a little kid. Now he's like regressing to cope with whatever this shit is. And I looked it up, and that's a thing that people turn into, like, you know, like when you don't want to deal with your father doing whatever that just was, you just kind of resort back to that person and go fishing and try and ignore it. And that's like the least of his demons we know about. Anyway, the results are in. Let's see how he did.
All right, thank you.
Let's check on the poll. YouTube asked me to do a poll, so I did one. It's the question, do you like me? And it looks like 63% of you said yes, and sadly 37% of you said no. Oh, you suck. All right. End poll. I don't want to see that anymore. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd you think was going to happen?
I actually thought it was going to be the reverse of that.
I was shocked.
But this is a weird time for him to be streaming. So, you know, Adam happened to catch it. I didn't know he was doing a nighttime stream. So I guess it's the people who are actually interested in what he has to say. But still, more than a third of the people watching him don't like him.
I just like how he read the 63% so happy and didn't know what the other.
Didn't realize there were only two options.
He wasn't expecting.
There wasn't an undecided.
I don't know.
That's a good point. I want Aaron Imholt to run that poll on his show on YouTube. See what that comes up with.
I just knew whatever would happen, it would end with him being miserable. And that's what we got. 63%. It's a blowout victory, and it's still not enough for him.
It's great. Yeah, you're right.
But it doesn't matter, because Opie is in it for the art, as he demonstrates here in this next clip.
When you're listening to all the old Opie and Anthony stuff, as I sit here and suffer, trying to get a few extra downloads of my new stuff, and then I got to hear from the fans. Oh, today I was listening to a show from 2010 with Patrice O'Neill. Oh, were ya? That's great. I did new stuff today.
Was Patrice O'Neill on your new stuff today? was anyone funny on your new stuff
Was
today?
anyone else there?
Yeah. It's like, is Opie not understanding why we're more impressed with the Opie and Anthony stuff than the Opie radio stream?
He's not understanding that we can't believe this is the guy that was just saying he doesn't care what people think. He does this because he loves it, and he would do it forever regardless of who listened. Whoever says this is a job and they suffer because of it is full of shit and a baby. That's what he said if you're complaining about this job. He's complaining about doing it from his home. You're the only guy who has it easier than Howard.
That's true.
And he continues along these same lines where he's revealing more than he knows as he starts to give us a glimpse into his inner demons.
Oh, Blake wants a ghost story. I don't have any ghost stories, no. No, and no. I think the ghosts are leaving me alone these days, which is nice. I like that. I like when they leave me the F alone. There's something, right? You feel the presence sometimes, right?
Okay, Brendan Schaub.
Yeah.
As soon as I step into a house, I can tell you if there's like spirits or a presence in that house. You can just feel it, right? What is that? Is it because they got bad light bulbs? Yes. Is it because the house is older?
There's no
what
AC.
Is it? Or you walk in and the hair just stands up on the back of your neck. You just feel like there's some kind of energy in that house.
School supplies everywhere.
Hey, what's up, Rick? Witchcraft. What's up, buddy? Outside having a cigar and a beer, chilling and listening to the Oaks.
Okay,
right on, man.
Opie, you said, can you tell a ghost story? No. Okay. Then you started to tell a ghost story.
Right.
And when we were talking earlier about ghosts, about how, maybe we don't believe they're real necessarily. If I said, yo, the best thing I love about ghosts is that they're finally leaving me alone, right, guys? Isn't that nice to finally get a break from them? That's what I like about them. What? Like, that was very real for him.
I'm not being haunted by demons lately, so I got that going for me.
Best thing I can say about him.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's very revealing. And then he has to just say it anyway, but then when he's finally decides to tell a ghost story, he actually doesn't tell one because he has to be contradictory here in this next
When
book.
I was growing up, one of the stupid things we did when we were bored, you pile the guys into somebody's car, you get a few beers, and then you're like, where are we going to drink tonight?
That's his voice.
We had dirt roads in Centerport. We had the schools. We would go down to the harbors, like Centerport Harbor, Northport Harbor. But every once in a while, someone would go, let's go to the Amityville Horror House. So we would actually take the drive to Amityville. And, oh, man. It is truly a creepy house with the windows and whatnot. And then some idiot, I say idiot because even if you don't believe in like a presence or ghosts or spirits, why the F would you ever buy that house? But someone did. Because don't you think your mind would play tricks on you that you bought the Amityville Horror House?
Not if you don't believe.
And to their credit, though, they completely changed the outside of the house. Mostly so the tourists would stop coming by, people like me at the time, with my friends drinking beers.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen Opie Unleashed. I know he's afraid of spooks.
Oh.
Had to go there. So, yeah, he almost told a story, but then he didn't.
Yeah. And he said he was scared. He's like, yeah, the house is scary. There's something in the windows, he said. There's something in the glass there that I don't like. Granted, they redid the house, took down all the glass, and put up new ones. Okay, so then what the fuck are you talking about? It's completely
He saw the movie.
He drove by there drinking beers, though.
Yeah.
And beers, like John says, beers.
I'd be
plural.
more scared of a DUI than of ghosts in that scenario. Drive the speed limit, guys. Make complete stops.
But at least he was a man of his word. He can't tell a ghost story.
Nope, that was definitely not a good story.
Now, this next clip blew me away because I thought we had established that Opie is a hero. That, like Aquaman, he speaks to the ocean. The marine life speaks to him. He is one mind melded. So
You can see a riptide from 50 yards. There's a riptide over there.
You can feel
fish has
the
eyebrows.
moon checks with him before it casts a shadow. He's all over it. So this was shocking.
When is the last time you swam in the ocean at night? Oh my God, it's been years. It's been years. I used to have no fear of the ocean. And over the years, I don't know. I don't know what changed. But I'm a scaredy cat now. I've said it many times, but when I first started living out here, you'd go for a swim, middle of summer. I would jump in the ocean, you want the good conditions. And then I would swim as far as I could out into the ocean and just lay on my back and look up at the sky without a thought in my head, without
I believe that.
any fear. And I don't even want to swim, 50 yards out at this point. And as far as swimming at night, I couldn't tell you.
Well, you did tell us.
I'm dead, yeah. You explained it.
What if fans of yours were drowning? Children of neighbor fans were drowning. Would you be inspired then?
It's nighttime.
Yeah, it's crazy. And this sense of heroism doesn't apply to his career or to his relationships, as he does not want to make amends with his old friends in this next clip.
Make up with Jimmy and Aunt. Oh my God, dude. What are you doing? I have indifference towards both those guys. And I'm good. I'm good.
That's what indifference looks like? Imagine if he didn't like those guys. The kind of shit that he'd be saying. Indifference. You've gone so hard in the paint against Jim Norton and Anthony Cumia. Just like, I could go either way with those guys. I don't care.
And it goes on and on. You can't hear the segue before it. He's acting like he's this happy guy, positive, and then he reads just the name Jim Norton, and he goes, like everything just deflates.
But also, can I point out, it's very dark. It's late at night now. The family's out back to school shopping still?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The family has not come home yet. He's streaming mornings, evenings. There's no one around, not even Doggie. There's no one around. What happened?
He says, I pulled it, but then I cut the clip. At some point, he says, I know it seems like nobody's around, the neighbors aren't here, but everybody's just chilling. That's what he said. He goes, everybody's just chilling.
It's a shallow grave, but they're chilling down there. All right.
That would explain the demons.
This show is for entertainment purposes only. Have I mentioned that yet? This is not a legal advice show. This is for entertainment purposes only.
This show he's the one using his show for therapy or for
I'm talking about
late night
WATP
suicide calls.
about. Yeah. I know.
He's putting us into this position. We don't want to be here.
This is crazy. I know. So Opie has a new producer on the show, it turns out.
Yes, and it's YouTube.
Yeah, remember earlier when YouTube was like, do you want to create a poll? He's like, oh, yeah, I guess.
Fuck, I guess they're in charge now.
He's very suggestible, this Opster.
Oh, I can start another poll. Wait, and I could also start a Q&A.
Oh, no.
All right. I'm going to start Q&A on YouTube. What does this mean?
It means you're about to get pissed off.
Do you like me?
Ask a question. Oh, and then that's stupid. I don't want to do that. No, how do I get rid of that? No, I don't want to do this.
He's arguing with his producer.
God, now I'm stuck
That's
with
what it is.
No, I don't want to. How do I get rid of the ask? Oh, okay, drag. All right, no, we're not doing that. Ask a question. I thought
This is amazing.
ask a question.
This is like before the show when producer Chris and I were yelling about how I didn't have my cactus turned on.
Yeah.
And I was complaining to my producer about not telling me to turn my cactus on. He's doing that with the YouTube.
30%? What?
It's crazy.
E-Rock can tell us that must be what it was like to work with him. You come to him with an idea. He's extremely excited. This is great. We're going to do this. 2 seconds later, he hates it. He can't do it. It's
Why
a
are we
terrible
doing
idea.
this?
This all sucks,
Right.
and it's your fault.
Awesome. All right, one more clip out here.
Yep, he leaves us reminding us what it's all about.
Oh, good.
Did you ever get anything signed by Patrice? There are only facsimiles that exist now for sale.
I should point out, too, the screen is completely black.
Yeah.
I mean, I can turn it off from our screen.
The sun is going down on Opie,
We
for
can't
sure.
see anything. I don't even know why he's doing this, but okay.
Basically, everybody from Opie and Anthony signed CDs and whatnot, except his. I'd pay you. I don't need money.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Let me see. I'll look around. I don't need money though. Well, no, I need like super chats, but I don't want you
stars.
to pay me if I have a Patrice autograph. I would just give it to you. I'm trying to think if I have anything.
That's funny.
No,
I
you
was
don't.
given one of his hats when he died. You know, Patrice wore those kind of pimp hats, especially when he was performing. And he had a collection of them. But I believe I was given one of the ones that he used in Elephant in the Room.
I don't know how long to go on this clip. Adam.
No, that's it. That's
okay.
it. It's, I don't think they gave him the most personal hat to Patrice. I really don't think they went through his wardrobe and were like, this meant so much to Patrice. We have to give it to Opie. It reminds me of earlier in the show, he talks about how his kids went to school with Chris Rock's kids, and he would see Chris Rock every once in a while. And he says, every time I saw Chris Rock, Chris would say, "Hey, it's Opie, still doing it, huh?" And I'm like, I believe he said that to you every time.
That sounds right.
I believe whatever that hat was, they wanted you to have that one, Opie.
So I have a huge takeaway from what we just watched.
Please.
Adam. Aside from your theory that the family's buried underneath the
Factual,
house.
right, the evidence in the...
Right, yeah. That part is... I'm not neither here nor there on that. Wouldn't be surprised, whatever. Either. Sure. But I noticed something, that Opie wasn't doing the over-the-top voices and working out the characters and the hater voices because he wasn't watching himself. Oh. This is what makes Opie Opie in 2025. He's staring back at himself performing for Opie. So that's why he's making all these wild hand gestures and going into these characters and saying all these words funny, because he's entertaining himself the same way a child would entertain himself. Like you were saying before, he's reverted back into being a child again. That's my take.
He doesn't know how to heat up dinner. He doesn't know how to turn on the air conditioning. He sounds like he's been up all night talking to no one about stuff from his past and who's going to be with him on this anniversary of his dad's death. He explained a lot to say no one. He's going to be alone on that day, and he's telling us about it, which makes me feel obligated to like send a basket or something.
I know, yeah. Edible arrangements.
Chip in and get Ron a mattress and say it's from Opie, like something.
Right, yeah, that'd be good.
Who are these podcasts?